The story of Barney and Betty Hill is one of the most well-known alien abduction cases in history. On the night of September 19, 1961, Barney and Betty Hill were driving home to Portsmouth, New Hampshire, after a vacation in Canada. As they drove through the desolate White Mountains, Betty spotted a bright light in the sky that seemed to be following them, initially dismissing it as a plane or a satellite. They grew uneasy when the object started moving erratically and appeared to get closer. Curious and somewhat apprehensive, they stopped the car at a picnic area to get a better look using binoculars. Betty observed a spinning, craft-like object with multicolored lights. Barney, still skeptical, took a look himself and saw a disc-shaped craft hovering in the sky. They quickly got back in the car and continued driving, but the object seemed to follow them, getting closer with every passing moment. As they neared Indian Head, the object descended rapidly and hovered just above the road, blocking their path. Barney stopped the car and stepped out, grabbing his binoculars. As he looked closer, he could see humanoid figures through the craft's windows, seemingly watching them. A sudden surge of fear overwhelmed him. He felt a powerful, almost hypnotic urge to stay still, but something in him screamed to run. He rushed back to the car, shouting to Betty that they needed to leave immediately. They sped down the road, but a strange beeping sound filled the car, and a tingling sensation washed over them. Suddenly, their consciousness faded, and everything went dark. The next thing they knew, they were 35 miles further along the road. With little memory of how they got there, they felt disoriented and strange, as if time had slipped away. When they finally arrived home, they noticed several odd things. Betty's dress was torn, Barney's shoes were scuffed, and both their watches had stopped working. Over the next few days, Betty began having vivid nightmares about being taken aboard a spacecraft and subjected to medical examinations by small, gray beings with large eyes. Barney, too, began to experience anxiety and developed health issues that could be easily explained. Seeking answers, they underwent hypnosis with Dr. Benjamin Simon, a psychiatrist specializing in trauma. Under hypnosis, both Betty and Barney recalled being taken aboard a craft and examined by strange beings. They described the creatures as having large heads, gray skin, and big dark eyes. The beings communicated telepathically and performed various tests on them, including taking skin and hair samples. Their story became public in 1965 and quickly gained attention, becoming one of the first widely reported alien abduction cases in the United States, despite skepticism and various theories attempting to explain their experience. Barney and Betty Hill remained convinced of what had happened to them that night, a mysterious encounter that changed their lives forever.